getting into your highest alignment. We, humanity as a whole, are under a lot of pressure at this time to get into right alignment and rise. Are you feeling like you're already there? Rising above the circumstances and living your best life? If not, I have an invitation for you to consider. Now is the time for you to be focused only on your highest alignment. Whether you're accustomed to knowing what that is or not, I know that you have had some experience with receiving from the divine, feeling like you're living, walking in it at all times. And then, of course, we can slip out. And you know what can happen when we slip out. Suddenly things aren't going right. Suddenly we're finding ourselves mad at people, conflicts arise, and dreams and manifestations we thought we had in place just aren't happening. Have you been feeling any of that lately? It's the universe calling you to align higher. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We are heading into a cosmic arrangement where God has decided to hit the reset button on our world, one that has not been seen since the 1400s. And if you're not paying attention and off in Never Never Land, you'll miss the opportunity to rise. And the ability to rise is what is really important right now. So here are a few tips for you to keep you highly aligned. 1. Stay away from the things that are trying to leave you. Don't mess with the plan because you feel guilty or obligated. If you're heading up to a new level, the old level is gone. Behind you, below you, on another plane. Leave it there. I assure you the new higher plane is going to be much easier, faster, for your enjoyment, and far more harmonious than what you have been experiencing so far. 2. Don't try to save people. Although it may have been your job in the past, allow others to go through whatever they're going through so that their journey can be owned by themselves. This is really important right now. Ownership of one's own journey is what will be one of the major catalysts to rising up and succeeding. Focus on what your big vision is. What is your big prize? What do you really want or feel called to do? What pain points have you been experiencing lately that have been triggering you into looking forward to what you want instead? Are you clear on that? 3. You don't always have to be 100% clear. It can take time to figure that out, and some serious time out in order to really get that clarity. In fact, I believe it's just hanging out there in the wings, waiting for you to connect with it. My 3-month coaching package spends the whole first month just on gaining clarity on what you really want. No more willy-nilly, I want this, I want that. Perhaps you're not even sure how to start thinking about what you want. You've spent so many years dedicating your time and energy to what others are needing from you. Is it time for a change now? Focusing on the highest light above you is a perfect way to bypass all your doubts and fears and let yourself be guided by your soul's love. There's no other way around it. The love your soul has for you is the greatest there is. Try to stay as highly aligned as possible in these times, and in fact, always. Clarity calls. Clarity calls are now open again. It's been at least a year since they've been open. Can you believe it? But everything is about right timing now, and if the timing is right for you, the timing is right for me. I'm ready once again to be providing support for you on a one-on-one basis. All this year, I have been engaged in producing and delivering the live global energetic downloads, the follow-up inner circle calls 3 times a week. It's the most I've ever done since the 12 years ago inception of the Global Energetic Downloads. But this year, 2020, has really called for it, and I answered the call. Also, during this time, I've also been engaged in so much travel. Very fortunately, I know. But is there such a thing as good fortune? Or if you're listening to guidance from Spirit all the time, it will lead you to where you should be, when you should be there. And here I am in Italy for the whole of 2020. At times I've been in lockdown, and then when things opened up, I've been able to hop on trains and see so many beautiful parts of this country. I recently decided to spend the summer in Tuscany. It was my guidance to enjoy myself after dealing with so much lockdown this past spring. Now the calling is for me to open up support for individuals feeling really frustrated and unhappy about what's going on in their lives or work progress. This way, I can be of service to assist in getting them on track to fulfillment and happiness once again. You know you're meant for more, but you just don't seem to be living it just yet. Or you're not sure how to go about getting clear on what that is and how to make it all happen. It all feels so overwhelming. But God and your soul have a bigger plan for you. I can guarantee you that. And this is the time to step up and fulfill that plan. I understand you can't be so sure that it's possible for you to go from where you are now to actually living your right livelihood in a more expanded way. But committed people do it all the time, and so can you. It does take a decision first of all, and then commitment and focus. Here's a quote from a recent client. Priceless. Pam says, during the past several months of coaching with Suzanne, I feel like I have evolved from a stuck person moving at a snail's pace to an awakened soul moving forward in leaps and bounds at times. With Suzanne's intuitive questioning, support, and caring, I have grown back into the happy, courageous person I was sorely missing. I am forever grateful to Suzanne for helping me to embrace a new openness for the days ahead. Priceless. Thank you, Pam. If any of this kind of transformation sounds interesting to you, book a complimentary clarity call and I'll find a spot to fit you in. This really is only for those who are truly ready. There is a season to change, and if it's not your season, it's simply not your time. But you know already if it is your time, and this is your invitation to get her done, whatever that is for you. You can't stay stuck anymore. And guess what? You don't have to. See the link in the description to answer a few questions before your clarity call. I'm looking forward to having the right people. It's always such a pleasure to do my work. Much love and many blessings, Suzanne.